Very good afternoon. This is PA3 Fox Bravo.
Very good afternoon.
This is feedback. Some feedback. So I know I have some audio. This is PA3 Fox Bravo X-ray for the World Wide Web Net. I'm a little bit low power. Can up it a little bit. That should be better. So, I wasn't there for the last month or so, and I got the impression that the net was a little bit quiet. So today I found time possibilities, even a transmitter. I'm at home at the moment, but I'm just at home. That means I just was the weekend off on the mobile home, and I found my mobile setup was not capable in transmitting anyway. So I thought, let's go home and do the World Wide Web Net from home, only to find out that I was the only one on the list. Fortunately, that has been corrected over the last few minutes. So I understand the net is self-controlling. We don't have net control, so that made a nice possibility for me to take the lead. For those who don't know who I am, my name is Benno. I'm obviously from the Netherlands, running QO-100 station every now and then, and doing a lot of other stuff. One of the things I'm very busy with over the last few weeks is one of the projects lying next to me. It's this, which is the Whisper beacon, taking the time from the with a Wemos time from the internet, but I lately added a GPS antenna, as you see, which is glued or sticked on with a piece of tape, sticky tape, onto a Wemos module. So it's also doing GPS at the moment, and it is transmitting on 3 bands, and that's the project I was working on over the last few weeks. Well, that's basically it. It started to be something, and besides a lot of other projects, not very much for ham radio at the moment. My biggest project is my mobile home at the moment, which I replaced over the last few months, and that left me with a lot of capabilities I had on my previous old mobile home, and I didn't have them. I don't have them at my current mobile home yet, and I'm working on it because my holidays is in 2 weeks. Graham, you're next on the list. G3 Victor Kilo Victor. Take the frequency, it's all yours. And if you pass it on to Ed from Brazil, and he passes on to Frank, and that's the total list at the moment. Let's quickly check the chat. Nothing on the chats yet, so that's it for now. Graham, passing it on to you. I should have a test card somewhere lying around. I just found it. From PA3 Fox Bravo X-ray.
G3VKV. Just the sound. Make sure I've got some. I hope. Just checking the PA as well, because it's pretty hot where the PA is here. It's well over 32 degrees. So I'm keeping my eye on it in case it gets pretty hot. It's blowing hot air onto the fins, so I can get my screen back. Right, I think we're all ready to go. Anyway, greetings to you, Benno, and Ed and Frank. I was beginning to wonder whether you were going to be all on your own there, Benno, but I was standing by here, but I was busy doing something else, so left it on standby. So, yeah, well, glad to have a few of us on. And okay, on your mobile home, you want a big dish on the top now, Benno. A nice big 1.2 meter dish, popping up a fold-over one like they have on the broadcast vehicles. Anyway, hello to Gary if he's looking. I noticed he had been on the streamed net saying hello, and of course I wasn't monitoring that. Neither was anybody else by the look of it, so nobody has said hello to him. But Gary, if you are listening, hope everything's well with you, and we see you again soon. So did find out one thing last week. I was on I think it was just you and me, wasn't it, Ed? Somebody was monitoring us on SDR television software, and I was using 24 kilohertz sampling on the audio, and SDR television won't recover that. So he had everything you said, but nothing I said. So Simon's confirmed that it will not receive 24 kilohertz audio on the SDR television. So I'll switch mine back up to 48. I don't know quite why I put it down to 24. But there we are, it's all working. So hope everybody's getting a signal from me. I think it's reasonable strength. 5.8 here, so it's not up too high. So I'll put it round to Ed. Hope all's well with you. And your weather hasn't deteriorated and it's not too cold for you. Also with Frank down there, I don't know exact location. I know you've been on before, but I'd be interested. We'll find out where you are, whether you're right down near Leon or up with Gary. Right, back round to Ed, PY2RN, G3VKV with the WorldNet, just going over to test card.
All right, G3 VKV, Graham, thank you. This is Papa Yankee 2 Radio November. Hello, Benno, and Frank, and everybody else that may be watching. I apologize for my image. Looks like kind of dark. But the sun is just behind me, and the camera that I use is a Logitech used to auto control that very well. But today seems it's not compensating very well. So I'm kind of in the dark here, and I don't have any light in front of me. So that's fine. But actually, you are not losing too much. You are not losing too much of my beauty. That's great. QCL Graham, but the 2020 the audio rate correct. I'm just checking. That's curious. I just forgot. I think I'm 48. I'm 48K. But good that you find out and people find out about SDR television. So maybe it's something that's going to be implemented later on, or people just use 48 or upper audio resolution. And again, during the winter time here, it's been very dry, blue sky all day, and temperature today it's not so bad. Inside the 21, it's 21 Celsius. Which is a comfortable temperature. It's been a good time to work on the aerials with antennas because it's not so hot. I mean, outside under the sun, it's not so hot and very dry. So it gave me opportunity to make the tests on the 1.2 gigahertz station using the Adam Pluto. It's partially working. I do have problems because the box with everything, with the Pluto and the amplifier and the relay boards, everything gets up there on the tower, and I'm getting some problems with the USB relays board. Yeah, it will not support any RF field. I mean, the relays they switch normally when you get no power output. It works okay. But if you put some power, the relays we're gonna hang on and will not work again. You have to reset everything. So what I'm just preparing here is an external box, putting the USB relay board inside this box. It's solid aluminum, and I'll try to make this box, the relay box, external. Although we have all this cabling, so if not sure if it's gonna work. I intend to test today. Oh, look at that. It's more clear for me now. I'm gonna test today to see if the relay boards are not affected. Okay, but I made few QSLs already, and everything seems working fine except for this. What else? Well, glad to see Frank here from South Africa. I thought that something has happened in South Africa because all the DATV stations from South Africa vanished. Actually, not too many, but you know, there were a few. But nobody else has joined the DATV anymore. I didn't see any DATV transmission from South Africa. I thought that maybe some new legislation will not allow you guys to uplink on DATV. Hopefully not. And nice to see you. Yeah, talking about South Africa, I don't know if you guys are following, but you know, our good friend Tom, Zulu Radio 6 Tango Golf, many of us here on the ATV know him because of OpenTuner and other softwares he made for the ATV related. He just launched a Pico balloon. Benno was mentioning about his WSPR project, and yeah, his Tom's Pico balloon is transmitting Whisper WSPR on 20 meters on 14 megahertz, and this is going around the world for the second time. Let me see. There is a website where you can. There is a website when you can monitor you can track Tom's balloon. So it, this first one was the first track from the first one, and it went around the world passed through near me here, and now he's coming back again. He's coming back. Zulu Radio 6 Tango Golf is coming back, and you can monitor the voltage. It works only on sunlight because it has a solar panel, just solar panel. I believe no batteries, so it will work only on when it's visible to the sun, and quite interesting. That's really nice. Brave balloon. And it according to the altitude, it's mostly airline, transatlantic or ocean airlines altitude. So hopefully the balloon will not get catch by any turbine, hopefully. And yeah, it's still going for the second time around the world. That's really impressive. So congratulations to Tom and all the team involved on that balloon. So it's transmitting WSPR on 20 meters. When he was close to South America, I was able to decode several packets. I don't remember the power he's using. I don't know if it's 20 milliwatts or 200 milliwatts. I don't remember. But that's a very nice thing. All right, so let's send back to Frank. Zulu Sierra 6 Golf Echo from Papa Yankee 2 Radio November on the worldwide Sundays night. Go ahead, Frank, please.
Okay, just checking. Okay. I didn't have time to test, so that's why I had to quickly have a look that everything is like it should be. Yeah, I thought I'd show my pretty face again after a long time. Nothing earth-shattering to report from here. The thing is with Sunday afternoon there is always, or not always, but very often something on, so it's a bit of an awkward time. But anyway, today it's not a problem, and also of course it's a good test that everything is still working like it should, and it looks like it. Let's put it this way. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I had a problem that my reception was freezing every now and then, and it took me a while before the penny dropped. I'm using the Mini Tuner Express, and that little box gets pretty hot, so when I installed it I put a little fan into the box and all that. But as it turned out, that was not enough. So after a few minutes or after half an hour or whatever, it just decided not to work anymore. So now I have opened up the box completely, and the little fan is still running, and the receiver has been running now for 4 hours and still working, so that seems to have been the problem. Yeah, Graham, I'm in Pretoria, and we have very nice weather today. Just to give a weather report, the sun is shining, not a cloud in the sky, and 22 degrees, not bad for winter. And Tom's Balloons project, no, I haven't actually heard about it. Every once in a while I go on his website, but I haven't seen it there, so maybe I missed it. And what else? I was running my UPS today. The whole station and the whole shack is hanging on a UPS, 1.5 kilowatt UPS and 24 volt battery. and I haven't used it for ages. We have been very lucky. You might remember that in last year we had these power failures continuously, many hours a day, and toy to toy. Lately it has been holding. So my UPS was not working, and I thought I better try to make sure the batteries are still okay. And yeah, I still have 4 hours running time on it, which is more than enough for the usual problems. So that also works. For a change, Murphy must be on vacation or something. Yeah, and that's about all from me already. I pass it on to Benoit again. All the best.
Yeah, nice pictures from you all. No problem in catching you whatsoever. Despite also my reception is a little bit down. I have 1.8 meter dish outside and I only get 6.5 dB from the beacon at the moment. So there must be something wrong outside as well here. And yes, those express boxes, I have one here as well. They work perfectly, but really get hot. By the way, mind you, the Pico tuner itself also gets hot. But it's slightly bigger setup, so it's normally okay. But and I heard that a jumper, there is that jumper on the board, corrodes quite oftenly, causing a lot of other problems. Frank, I don't know if you know that, but while you're working on it, you might want to replace the jumper as well for a new one, a fresh one, preventing a lot of problems in the near future. So that's what I know of the Express. Yeah, I saw the screenshot. I didn't find the website yet, so you might want to put that one on the chat box, on the chat. Let's see if maybe people want to copy it. So maybe put it on the chat for us if you can add, because yes, I know that I have seen that project a little bit, followed it a little bit. I understand it's already months on its way. No, it was at the beginning of this month that he put it up, and I understand it's only revolving over the south part of the world, and I wonder if the airflows are ever sent across to the north part of the world, or if it will stay south of the equator, because I know those winds are different. I understand on the south it goes west, east, it's eastbound, and on the north side it's westbound. So there must be, and I also know that if we have a balloon going up, it's following a certain path, and if it goes down, it counters that effect, that it's going down like an S. and I understand that is completely the opposite in the south as well, in the south part of the equator. Interesting stuff. Maybe I should find a group here and do the same. I have no business with balloons, especially that these kind of balloons which are going that high. I wonder if they get problems with commercial air flight or airspace regulations, how that works, because I know there was a Dutch balloon hunting activity once a year, where they put a weather balloon with some transmitters up for about 2-3 hours, and also there they had big radar reflectors just to follow them and let airspace control know where this balloon is going up and going down and where it flies. So yes, I think that's good. That's how it works here. Okay. Well, in the meantime, I see Nick IMO has attended also the list, and Roger also, like Graham very good told me. So I think I'm passing it on to Nick, G4 IMO, and if you pass it on to Roger and then to Graham and then we are on the way for the next round. From Papa Alpha 3 Foxtrot Bravo X-ray, Nick, take it from PA 3 Fox Bravo X-ray.
Okay, I think it's working. I got any sound? Okay, yes, good. Excuse me. Right, good afternoon everybody. Where's my camera? Yeah, there we go. Anyway, good afternoon everybody. Yes, so there's quite a few people on here this afternoon. I haven't been on for quite a while, but I thought I'd try and make the effort to come on today. The weather here is not very nice. It's 20 degrees, grey. The sun came out this morning, but pretty horrible at the moment. Anyway, I'm just going to show you a couple of things. What I was been up to. I've been most of my time recently has been trying to receive some ham TV pictures from the ISS, which is not too successful. The problem I have here, the problem here is we're at nearly 53 degrees north, which means that the highest elevation that I ever see the ISS is about 75 degrees elevation. And also the other problem I've got here is I've got a very good lookout to the west, all the way around to the south, but from the south round to the east I've got some very tall trees here. So from various reports from other people, the ISS is stronger when it's in the segment south to east, i.e. it's flying away from you. When it's flying towards me, which is from west round to south, it's not as strong. But I have managed to receive something. So I think you may have seen this before, or some of you may have seen this before. This is what I'm using. That's a 1 meter diameter prime focus dish, which I made. And just a circular feed horn on there with a slab of PTFE up there to convert to circular polarization. And it's mounted on a heavy duty CCTV mount, which I had to fit potentiometers in there for azimuth and elevation, which wasn't easy. And that is controlled by a Arduino R3. And this is the results that I got last Friday. Yeah, so that was using the mini tuner. I'm using a converter to down convert from 2395 down to 895. So that allows me to watch it on my SDR Play receiver to see. I was interested to see whether any interference, but there wasn't interference on 2395, but there was quite a lot of strong mobile phone and Wi-Fi signals, so I really need some sort of a filter really. But that was the strongest I've ever seen it, which was a D9. So that was quite good. The other thing is, a few weeks ago was the convention, the British Amateur Television Club convention at Coventry. That was held at the Midland Air Museum. So I went along there, and that was very interesting. I haven't been to the CATS convention since it was last at Rugby, which was about 20 years ago. So this was my first time. But anyway, there's a few photos, and that's about it really. Anyway, that's enough from me, I think. So I'm going to go back to my test card. Oh, the only other thing I'm doing, I'm making what do they call it? An E-field active antenna probe. I saw Martin G8KOE. He was making one, and there's a kit of parts. Hang on. Kit of parts, didn't put the camera on, yeah, and available from the UK Radio Astronomy Association. There's a if you check out their website, there's a kit of parts which they sell. They're very tiny printed circuit board and some little very small surface mount components which I managed to solder on with a large magnifying glass. And it's only £12.50, so it's quite cheap, available in the UK. So that's what I'm working on, but I haven't got it here in the shack. It's out in the workshop. I only finished it yesterday, powered it up this morning just to see if it received something. I need to find a suitable housing for it and put it up outside somewhere away from all the interference. It's terrible here. It's living on an estate. It's just a nightmare trying to hear anything. And unfortunately, our next door neighbour passed away a few weeks ago, and the property is empty. And there was someone in there last week, sort of checking it over and just checking it basically, and they've left a light switched on in one of the outbuildings. I don't know what it is, whether it's I think it's a LED light or fluorescent light, but it's completely wiping out all my HF reception here. It's just unbelievable. So it's pretty awful on an estate anyway. Never mind. Anyway, that's enough from me. Enough waffle from me. round to Roger, G3IUZ, G4IMO.
Okay, good afternoon everybody, and very nice to be back on the net again. At least I hope I'm getting through. I'm just trying to check the stream here a moment. I've got rather a poor signal here, so and both in and out. But yep, I see I'm on the stream, so that's the main thing. Let's say it's quite some time since I was last on the net, apart from a couple of weeks ago when I I couldn't see anybody else on, so I thought I'd put out a call. It was about 10 minutes after time, and up popped PE1AVP. I can't remember his Christian name. He's normally a regular with us, isn't he? So just the two of us. That was a fortnight ago, but we had a very pleasant half an hour together. Wonder where everybody else was. I suppose it's holiday time. But we are missing Gary, as has already been remarked. It would be really nice to see him back on. And our other regular from South Africa, the expert on the audio and the rocketry generally. But I'm sure they'll be back on again in due course. Anyway, nice to see you too, Benno, again, after missing a couple of weeks. And Ed, ever faithful. And thank you for the information about the round the world balloon. Yes, he's very prolific, isn't he? Is our friend. When he's not writing software, he's always doing something exciting. So I must see if you could put up the website on the chat for that would be. Though no doubt it's probably fairly easy to find if you go look for it. But that's quite an interesting exercise with the Whisper on board. Nick, in contrast to your weather on the east side of England, it's still beautiful sunshine here. We haven't had significant rain now for literally months. Down in Somerset, it's gone all round us, as close as Bristol and Bath and Taunton, but here, just under the Mendips, we haven't seen significant rain. I don't think it must be at least 2 months. It really is desperate, absolutely desperate here. And more sun predicted for the coming for the next few days. Although I think they are predicting something a little different the following week, so we shall see. Nothing particular in the technical side to report here. I'm running the Simon's amazing software, the SDR television. It took me a little while to get going properly. I find on the receive side it's not as sensitive as Minituner, and of course I normally monitor with OpenTuner, which of course uses the Minituner. And that's a good a dB or more, and it makes all the difference. For example, at the moment, I'm not resolving myself actually on the SDR, but on the transmit side, I go, because it's a long way down to my dish from the shack, which is up in the loft. I go down on 70 centimeters and then into an up converter, and then into a water-cooled PA. I think I might have shown that. It's one of the standard PA conversion jobs, but I found I couldn't, because I put it in too small a box, I couldn't air cool it satisfactorily, so I've got a workshop and CNC So I made a water-cooled heatsink, and that has water being pumped through it, and that is cooled by an ex-MG sports car radiator that I picked up on eBay. So I have no problems about overheating in my my PA. It just sits there nicely at ambient. So that's I found that's proved very successful, and that's been running now for the best part of 3 years without any attention at all. Got antifreeze in it, of course, but I find that's really has been the most trouble-free way of handling the PA side of DATV. Right, I think that's about all I really got sensible to say this afternoon. So it goes back to, hang on, where's the list? Goes to you, Graham, doesn't it? Up there in Cheltenham. Cheltenham was a place of somewhat in my affections because my father worked there before the war. He was in that most famous fashion store that closed some time ago on the parade. And in the days when all the staff wore morning dress, and there was no cash transactions, it was all done in the early 1930s on account, and a red carpet was kept for the even more important shoppers, would you believe? So there we are, we're talking 100 years ago. Mind you, who am I to talk? I'm in my 90th. Anyway, there we are. So over to you there, Graham, G3VKV. I'll put up a picture of this. We're in the city of Wells here, down in lovely Somerset. I'll put a picture up, and then I'll be able to pass it over to you. So.
Right. Hopefully we're working. Yes, we have got sound. See if we've actually got me rather than the test card. Right, well, it's all very interesting from everybody, and some interesting things to comment there, whiz through them so we can keep it moving. But very interesting in the about the balloon. I've seen those up in the northern hemisphere, or seen the activity of them, and there's been several that went round. I think they do stay either north or south, don't they? I don't think they'll cross across the equator. But it's an interesting thing to do, and it's surprising what you can pick up. I'll mention that to a few people around here because I'm sure they'd be interested if they don't know already. And yeah, there's a bit of sun coming through your window. I've got the same problem here. It's sun hits very low in the afternoon, comes straight through the window, and you've got a job to get rid of it. But there we are. It's clear here outside. Had 2 lots of rain up here, Roger. Had a thunderstorm last weekend. A few flashes and a big load of rain. I think it was very local. And we had some about 2 weeks before. But other than that, no rain at all. It's very dry. And I think you might be talking about Cavendish House, aren't you? Up the promenade in Cheltenham. I've got some receipts from there of what somebody bought in 1864. Great big bunch of them. They're very interesting to look at. And take them back, and they've closed now, but take the thing back. They can I have a refund, please? 175 years ago, or whatever. Yeah, okay. Okay about being in Pretoria there, Frank. 26. It's about 20. Must be about 24 here at the moment. I think it's probably a bit warmer than over where Nick is. A couple of degrees, I think. It's not as hot as it has been. And the weekend before last, I couldn't come on. The temperature was too high in the conservatory where the PA is, and it was up to 42 degrees in there. There's no way I could have put the PA on. It's all right at the moment. Yeah, it's all right. It's working okay, fine. I can monitor it from here, but it would have overheated. It's pumping hot air back into it, which is you want air from the outside or one of your cooling systems there, Roger. And having a picture for Roger before I go any further. I can switch it on. There we are. The Flying Scotsman. Unfortunately, I haven't got it anymore. It's in immaculate condition. It's original box. Switch him off again. I should have kept that one. I got rid of all the rest. There's a van load of them, a small van. I got rid of them in the early 2000s. Got anything I've got. Better get it moving in a minute. A new PA I'm going to try, just as a spare. It's very hard to get hold of now. I've only got the one I'm using, and if that went, I think I'd have a job getting another one. But hopefully it won't go. The insurance. I was listening to the. Very interesting about Tom there. So, I was listening to the ISS this morning to the repeater on it as I was talking to somebody. I didn't think it was as strong as it was when I used it. I don't know, quite a while back. I worked somebody just when it was low down. I can get right down to a degree or so above the horizon from southwest to northwest. So it's ideal for working satellites here because I'm elevated slightly. I can get the hill. Any hills there are so far away that they obviously drop away with the curvature of the Earth. So I can I'll have a go getting through it. Right, I think I better keep it moving around. So it goes to Ed. I got your little precursor to the QSO there this time, Ed. So I didn't miss it. It was come up with some good ones, don't you? PY2RN and the net G3 VKV back to carrier, back to test card first.
Thank you. G3 VKV, PY2RM coming back. Say hello to to Nick. Go for IMO. Nice to see you, Nick. And same for Roger. Golf 3 India Uniform Zulu. Great copy from you guys here. No problem at all. Regarding Beno, yeah, that's. I think the wind, at least for this region, always goes. Well, at least the balloon is proven it goes from west to the east. So it's going to the second turn around the planet, following this direction, and. Interesting. It's always about the speed of 150 kilometers per hour. It's quite good. I think in today's balloon we're gonna be here again over South America. I think it's a matter of what is the? I still don't. Yeah, that's. Yeah, I think 2 more days is gonna be reaching up to South America again, and it's interesting because it always goes the zigzag way. A little bit to the north, a little bit to the south, a little bit to the north, a little bit to the south, and yes, the speed 152 kilometers per hour, and altitude is always around 11 kilometers, 11,000 meters. It's very quite interesting experiment. No doubt about that. For Gran, yeah, it's quite been. It seems the camera is a little bit more auto-adjusted now, but still dark the image. But anyways, that's fun. Regarding the little how can I tell the little funny cartoons? Yeah, I saw a lot of them. I mean, all day, but not obviously not all of them are related to us. I mean, I just try to pick up something that's related to not exactly amateur radio, but with technology stuff like that, and they are always around. I mean, that's very funny. And Frank, nice to see you. Regarding your Miniature Express, the receiver. Yeah, I remember I told you, I don't know when, some time ago, about the jumper. I think it's JP3 or something. It's the jumper you switch if it will pick up the DC from the USB or external. Yeah, that one usually oxidates, but I don't know if I remember that also you fixed it. You mentioned in the later QSO that you fix it and clean it and stuff like that. So maybe this time is not it. I mean, maybe, I don't know, USB cable, I know, USB connection, whatever. I do learn that my Mini-Tuner Express, I no longer use it. I use Pico-Tuner, but when I use Mini-Tuner Express, for me it worked better on USB 3.0 instead of USB 2.0. So I always connected it to a USB 3.0. And it worked better. Considering that performance test, that there is a software a little application that you can run and check the performance. So on USB 3.0 it always performed better than 2.0. Nick, very interesting. You're trying to receive DATV from the ISS. I'm still not. I plan to receive it. I do have the antennas for LEO satellites with azimuth and elevation. I just need to hang some kind of helix or something there to try to capture the ISS. But according to the reports I'm seeing on the net, they are transmitting carrier, but no image at all. Just carrier with a black screen. I mean, they are not transmitting image or anything. It would be nice if they could put like a picture or something, because at least we could test. But for the reports I'm seeing on the internet, it's just a black screen, just a carrier. Anyways. And very, very disappointed this lamp that kept on. The guy passed away and just left the light on. It's bad. I do suffer with this with this RF, which is the KRM from the LEDs. Lamps around the house here, when some neighbor turns it on, because I clearly can notice, when it's already dark and he goes to somewhere in the house, turns on the lamp, and the KRM start again. And that's there. But that's just one source of QRM. There are many more. And Roger, all good, very, very nice transmission. And yeah, I don't know what happened with Gary and Leon. Leon surprises me because he used to join every Sunday. I hope everything is okay with Leon. Zulu Sierra 1 Mike, I think, yeah. And Gary, the last thing I heard is about his computer. He bought a new computer but didn't work, and he sent it back. So I don't know. Maybe this computer is giving him a hard time. All right, guys, it's my last transmission. Thank you very much, and wish you all a great upcoming week. And I hope to see you guys next weekend if possible. Thank you very much for all. I'm sending back to Frank, Zulu Sierra 6 Golf Echo. Oh, about the link. The link to track Tom's balloon. I just sent this link to our group in WhatsApp. and also I put on the shot on the YouTube. I cannot access the web shot from BATC. Yes, I can, but I do have some issues with my browser because it has all kind of filtering and protections and stuff. And to log into that chat, I need to disable all these protections and give me a hell of work. So I just put that link on WhatsApp and on the YouTube where Golf 8 Kilo Oscar Echo is streaming, by the way. Thank you, Martin, for that. So back to you, Frank. Zulu Sierra 6 Golf Echo Papa Yankee 2 Radio November on the Sunday's World Wide Web.
Okay. Yeah, okay from everybody. The jumper is okay, and I'm using USB 3. So that USB 3 that has helped. Jumper didn't really give a problem. With you in particular, you have sometimes a problem that your picture goes negative. Sort of everything is fine, then all of a sudden you're negative. I just see your head in negative, and then it comes back again. Or alternatively, I resynchronize and it comes back again too. So I'm not quite sure what the reason is for that. It's not only today, also in the past it has been like that, but nobody else has said anything, so I kept quiet, but I have no idea why that should be. Anyway, that's just about that one. And Nick, QRM, I also still struggle with solar installations, not the LED lights. I was just wondering, can't you accidentally knock it off or something, with a broomstick? You wanted to investigate and accidentally knocked it out, then that solves the problem. If nobody's at home, that's okay. Okay, that's it from me for today. Nice weekend, what's left of it. And I pass it on to Nick. No, is it Nick? Yeah. G4IMO from ZS6 Golf Echo.
Trying to get the power right. Hang on. Oh, that'll do. Right, turn that down. Yeah, okay, okay, Frank. Yeah, what I need is a big stick. Yeah, as I say, it was all right when the old chap passed away, which was probably over a month ago. It was fine, but and obviously when somebody was living there, the light is not on all the time, but now it's on. They've left the light switched on all the time, so it's 24 hours now. This interference, I mean, it's terrible. Yeah, Ed. Yeah, at the moment, yeah, you're right. The ISS, they're just transmitting a black screen, which is not very entertaining. But there is, I believe, a test card generator up there, which they intend to be plugging in, and hopefully at some stage they'll also plug in a camera. So anyway, we'll see. But from what I've been reading on the forum, I think if you were down, if I was further south, from here. So it actually flew overhead. It would obviously be quite strong. But as I say, where I am here, it only ever gets up to 75 degrees elevation anyway, and I'm not seeing anything from it at all until it gets to at least 40 degrees elevation. So by the time it's got there, 40 degrees elevation, it's already round to about 240, 230 degrees azimuth, and I can only see round to 180 anyway. So the actual length of time I can receive it is only just maybe 10-15 seconds, something like that. So it's not very satisfactory here anyway. Anyway, it was an interesting exercise. Right, that's about it. I think as I'm messing about with this eField Pro thing, so I need to find a suitable housing to put it in, and find a place outside to put it up nice and high away from all the interference. So we'll see. But maybe I'll show some pictures of that next time. Anyway, that's about it. That's enough from me, I think. So I'll say cheerio and see you all next time, and I'll pass it round to Roger.
Okay, Nick, lovely. Thank you very much indeed, and everybody. All interesting stuff. Oh dear. Yes, sympathies over the that noisome LED next door. An air gun through the letterbox, or is it not in line of sight, Nick? Yeah, get hold of the next of kin, I think. Unless it's going on the market, in which case have a word with the local selling agent. Right. Okay, Graham, on the Flying Scotsman model there that you had, lovely. A month ago, my wife and I had a very pleasant run behind the real thing. She was down for a fortnight at the West Somerset Railway, so we ran behind her from Bishop's Lydia, the 25 miles down to Minehead, and she's certainly in very fine fettle and beautifully turned out, absolutely superb. As they say, museum quality. I mean, they are looking after it extremely well, and it was a very pleasant run. And I'm glad to say, for the sake of West Somerset, being one of the heritage railways, and every penny and every pound is vital. I see in the latest issue of Steam Railway magazine, which I subscribe to, it was a very successful fortnight. I think it's on the 7 railway at the moment, unless it's moved on again. I don't know. I can't keep track of all these things, but anyway, there we are. So we've actually run behind the real machine. Yes, and also Graham. Yes, Cavendish House it was. Yes, that's where he served his apprenticeship as a young man before he married my dear mother. So late 1920s, early 30s. He was there, and I know he loved Cheltenham, and was very happy there before he moved down to a similar job and promotion to a similar establishment in Bristol, and was there for many years, all through the Second World War and so on. Anyway, that's all on water under the bridge. So thanks for the information, the links, Benno. For the Tom's balloon. I shall certainly be having a look at that with some interest. Lovely to join you all this afternoon, Nice to see. I haven't mentioned you, Frank, but I think you've got an interest in steam railways as well, if I remember rightly. So no doubt you'll have appreciate the glimpse of Graham's erstwhile model. So I'll say 73s to you all. Hope to join in again before too long, and certainly, Graham, if you're in touch with your compatriots down there, say how much we're missing them, or we have missed them, and look forward to a full complement from South Africa on the net next time. So pass it now to you, Benno, I guess, to tie the ribbons, and wish you all the very best for the coming week. So G3RUZ in Somerset in the City of Wales, signing with the Worldwide Net and passing it to PA3F.
Right, Roger. Sorry, let's kill the music and see if I have found my camera. Yeah, right, Roger. Yeah, interesting stuff I learned today about the balloon. Ed, I quickly put your link on the chat, as you mentioned you weren't capable in doing that. Yeah, and I have looked at it already a little bit. Also the information from Jaap. Thank you, Jaap. PA2 JSA. And I understand Mike is also listening in. And as well as many others. I see from Peter. And I see from Ari. A lot of people from Iceland. Everyone is watching. They should attend. That makes it a worldwide web net, but at least we have 4 countries today, and that's better than last week, I would say. Well, keep it up. I hope Leon is also back in the near future. Unfortunately, I will be available next Sunday, I would say, and after that I will be traveling around, and I don't think my dish is big enough to get a decent signal, but maybe I can find myself sometime, but as my holidays normally go, I never know an hour ahead what I am doing next, as it should be done during the holidays. By the way, everyone's talking about the weather. Last week we had 30 degrees up, which was very hot. In Holland you get a high humidity weather, so the temperature is very hot if we are talking about 30 degrees. And this weekend we are back to 23, 22 degrees, slight drizzle. So real Dutch weather. One day we have very hot weather, and the next day we have cold, drizzly weather again. But I don't complain. That's how I live here in the Netherlands for years now. Okay, 73 is all from PA3 Fox Bravo X-ray, often clear, closing the net, and say everyone till next week. From PA3 Foxtrot Bravo X-ray. Bye bye.